Hello everyone, and welcome to a special video. Now, if you remember, I think a year or two ago, I made a Ghouls vs. Humans tier list. I segmented it into 2 parts. Yeah, it's extremely bad and outdated, so today I decided to completely remake it, have both Ghouls and Humans in one video. And yeah, it's gonna be great, since I also incredibly improved at Multiverse over time. Alright, so, we will do Humans first this time. Don't know why I wanted to do Ghouls first. I didn't know all that much about the Humans in the past. I never really played them. But anyways, it's time to begin. Alright, so we'll start with the Humans. There are 45 Humans in Multiverse, as you can see here. Here is the template that we're gonna be using, ranging from dogshit tier to absolutely broken tier, F to SS. Here it is. You can pause the video to take a quick look at it. Lowest means worst, highest means best. You all should know how a tier list works by now. Here is Doomslayer. All around, he is an extremely basic human. He has 5 things he can do in total. He has a shotgun, which is only good at close range, plus it doesn't even do all that much damage. A rapid-fire machine gun, which I never use, and an extremely overpowered pistol. Really, you should use it. He can also toss some grenades, which can be useful, and he has a dash ability, which catapults him across the map. It's pretty cool. But, all around, Doomslayer, I think he deserves at least a B tier. Easy to take down, very easy to understand and to learn. He's all around just a very basic human, so I'm gonna place him there. Hunter, instantly we go to SS. Yeah, Hunter is broken, needless to say. Those normal arrows can kill, I think, hecking Ghana and Sawyer, some of the tankiest ghouls, in 3 to 4 shots. Plus, Doompunk's awesome aim makes this class just stupidly broken. You should also use your auto map when playing as Hunter, since it shows you where all the ghouls are at all times, which is going to be pretty useful. But yeah. Hunter is completely broken. I recommend you don't use other arrows unless you know how to aim, since they're absolutely useless. Okay, Cyborg. Ooh, this is a big sprite. Cyborg really doesn't pose that big of a threat in my opinion. All he does is spit plasma and fly. He's really easy to kill too, even though he has 150 health. Overall, I can put him in C tier. I think they nerfed him a while back too, so yeah. Ghostbuster, this guy's very interesting and powerful too. I think ooh, this is hard. A or S tier. This is really hard. A for now. He can spit homing plasma, which dissipates after a while, which deals extremely high damage and is useful for taking out flying enemies like Jaws and Juggalum. Well, not Jaws. And he can also put down some traps, which are absolutely useless in Multiverse. In other versions of GBH, they're actually kind of useful. And he can also gain power-ups from the ghouls he kills, which is also pretty awesome. So yeah, overall, I can put him in A. Engineer. Alright, so Engineer is extremely weak. Like, he's been nerfed to absolute shit recently. He has a nail gun that does nothing, saws that bounce around and never hit the targets. The steam cannon used to be extremely powerful, but is nerfed. And he can summon like 2 different minions, which are very easy to kill. Yeah, Engineer is just a sad class. He's very weak. Yeah, don't play as him. Okay, Santa. Literally a reskin of the Engineer. He isn't any better, trust me. Okay, Mage. Basically Corvus, but Mage uses ice attacks. He's one of the most convoluted humans in the whole game. He has, I think, 3 to 4 different weapons. Yeah, he has his ice wand, which spits multiple small ice shards. He can launch snowflakes. He can create a massive blizzard. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff this guy can do. But is he powerful? That's the good question. Yeah, kinda. He is quite powerful. I think I can put him in A tier, and he's also quite the nightmare to take down. So yeah. Okay, Blaz. This guy's just quite weak. The only thing that's marginally good about him is the knife and the submachine gun. If you're feeling ballsy, you can just run up to a ghoul and just knife him. They should die in like 3 hits. So yeah, Blaz, I think he can go in B tier. For now, at least. Alright, Corvus. Oof. Basically the same as Mage, just that he has fire attacks. He can cast a firestorm. He can spit fiery skulls. Yeah, I can make a whole 15-minute video about what Mage and Corvus can do. They're very complicated, and he can also summon in a giant bird for whatever reason, which does literally nothing. Is he strong though? Not very. I'd put him in B. at best. Alright, Crash. Crash is a very interesting class. I think she has 5 weapons. She has a bow, which does incredibly high damage. Some jack-in-the-box traps, which are nearly useless unless you know how to predict and shit. Crash also has a plasma rifle that she uses, although it's not all that good, and even a small plasma gun. Yeah, well. Is Crash strong, though? Not very. I put her in B momentarily. Okay, Caleb. People really underestimate the true strength of Caleb. Caleb has a sawed-off shotgun that is absolutely broken in BB Edition. I haven't been able to play that for a while. In Multiverse, the shotgun isn't too bad. It does decent damage, and it can even be used at a further range too. The revolver, it has decent strength and basically has perfect accuracy, so you can nail any ghoul from any distance, only if you can aim. I think it's also a hit scan weapon, so you can snipe ghouls from far away with it. And he also has some dynamite, which almost nobody uses. S tier overall. Okay, Strife, a very misunderstood class. He summons in like these pincers when he takes damage that deal a ton of damage to the opponent. And he has this weird cannon thing, this weird shotgun white cannon that does some damage. I honestly miss when he could spit plasma. That was the best thing ever, but he doesn't do that anymore. And you can also summon in some lightning that deals insane damage. But is he strong? I'd say C, since he can also get out of his suit and fire a gun when he takes enough damage. Duke, S. Shove him over there, there we go. He has an explosive shotgun, a pistol, and he can also kick, but who the hell uses that ability? Nobody uses any other weapon other than the shotgun, and he also has pipe bombs, which are extremely useful. I actually requested for Duke to have, you know, his classic trip mines in Multiverse. Those would actually be awesome. I would love to see that. I would pay to see that in Multiverse. Yeah, so messed here. He doesn't have that flexible of a kit. Okay, Toradino. He has an extremely overpowered flamethrower, and the rest of his kit nobody uses. And he also can fire bombs out of his flamethrower for whatever extremely logical reason. A at best, like, okay, Laura, SS with Hunter. Shove her up there. There we go. You all should know why I hate Laura so much. Just go watch my damn team deathmatch video. That lever action rifle is way too dang strong. Like, I died in, I think, 4 shots when I played as Ghana. It's complete bullshit. Yeah, well. Okay, Geraldine. Geraldine has an extremely flexible kit. She has a machine gun which deals decent damage. And even a black hole launcher if that wasn't enough. But is she strong? Yes, very. We could put her in S tier. Yeah, with Caleb and Duke. Knight. Ooh, very interesting. He can throw axes, and he also has a sword and a shield, which nobody ever uses. But is he strong, though? Not really. He's also extremely hard to use and extremely easy to kill. Yeah, Knights overall, he isn't all that good of a class. Let's just shove him in D. Hey, it's the April Fool's class. Oh shit, that image is massive. Yep, it's Robbie Rotten from the April Fool's events. Multiverse really should have more events. Like, the April Fool's one is the only one that currently exists. And it's awesome because it adds 2 new classes to the roster. 1 human and 1 ghoul. Robbie Rotten, though, he can spit banana peels that deal insane damage and nets that slow the enemy down. Is he strong? Quite possibly, yes. We could put him in A. Yeah, pretty cool. We should shove him right there. Alright, let's fix this real quick since it looks, shitty. There we go. And you go over here. Almost done. Fixed. Okay, let's carry on. Alright, next up we have Aria. Useless. Absolutely useless. Those notes barely do any damage, and the alt fire with the coming updates has become practically useless. Like, even if you charge your bottom right bar to full, the damn note damage is the same. The projectiles follow the enemy and they dissipate after a while. Overall, I find Aria just extremely useless. Carolyn isn't that good either. The only good gimmick about Carolyn is that she can jib ghouls. Yeah. F as well. Okay, D, E, F, S, instantly. There's actually a really bad exploit with, codename DEF currently. I'm one of the very few people that know about it. I discovered this exploit complete on accident that lets you win any multiverse match. Like if Lunachi is watching this right now, he can probably fix it. But the exploit is you can summon Death's shields inside of an enemy, and that effectively traps them. They can't move, they can't get out. The only option is to either die or just slash kill. And yeah, you can just trap all of the ghouls with little to no effort and, you know, win all matches. Alright. Dark Priest. Very annoying indeed, very strong too. I'd say A. Dark Priest has some very fast, high damage shotguns that can even fire a massive purple ball of doom. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, let's carry on. Also some fireballs too. Dark Priest can fire fireballs. Doom Guy. Shit, I clicked by accident. S, most probably. That super shotgun, despite it being nerfed a while back, has been kinda rebuffed and it's quite strong. The BFG, you can effortlessly get many kills with that. All the other weapons nobody uses, so I'd say S for now. Alright, Dutch. Kinda useless, like Aria to be fair. We'll place him in C. He has the world's weakest shotgun and another weapon, which I completely forgot, but I bet it's equally as weak. And he's kind of a problem. He's quite hard to take down due to his health, but other than that, he's quite weak in terms of damage output. Alright, Raymie, I mean Echo. I'm still so used to calling this guy Raymie. Why did they change it? I demand it to be changed back to Raymie. I hate this. Alright, so, Raymie. He has some insanely powerful mines, a rifle which deals little to no damage, and an AR. I'd say we shove him in B. He's an all-rounder, he's pretty easy to use. All of his weapons I think have scopes, except for the mines. I can put him in B. Okay, Eliza. All this thing does is spawn minions and shit green orbs that do no damage. D. Alright, let's carry on. Elucia. Elucia has a nuke. Elucia has a literal nuke. I use it to take out tanks at the beginning of matches. Like I just take down Sawyers if I see any, since I don't want to deal with them. And Elucia also has a rapid fire shotgun, kind of like Dark Priest, but not as strong. I'd say A. A at best. Alright. Inari. Inari can summon in drones, and that's kinda like the main gimmick of Inari. Those are extremely useful for pinpointing, you know, baby eyesores and shit, but they also do quite some damage too. Inari has a plasma rifle and a really useful heal potion. I also kinda like Inari. As for strength, she's not very strong at all. I feel bad for putting her this low down, but she's really not strong. Alright, Ivy. Extremely overpowered railgun and hecking TIE fighter drones. I guess we can shove her in S due to the damn railgun damage. Also, literally nobody uses the plasma. Alright, it's time for Leonhardt. He has, probably the strongest minigun in the whole game. It's insane. He has, gear similar to that of the gear you see in mods like Russian Overkill and shit like that. I'd say we shove him in S. Man, we have a lot of humans in S. And, yeah. Alright, Liberator, gee whiz. That damage output is absolutely insane, and it still hasn't been nerfed. It's still extremely strong. The alt fire has been buffed as well, but I have to put Liberator in SS. Like, look at how many humans we're putting in S and SS. It's insane. Humans are really strong. Let's throw some of the Ghouls. Alright, Long. The Katana is useful. Micros are also kind of useful, just that they don't do that much damage. It's pretty hard to be honest. I'll put him in. Screw it, B. I just feel like it's the best spot for him. Okay, Lumion, I hate this thing with a burning passion. She spawns pillars all around the map and just, that's it. Just walk around, shit pillars every 10 seconds and you win. It's complete bullshit and I hate it. And she's also the hardest human to take down, so it sucks. Right. Lunera, a class that I still don't understand to this day. I do not know the purpose of this class. You have the world's worst bow that deals almost no damage, and you can also have a teleport that damages yourself for whatever reason. And you can also run at light speed, because why not? F. There we go. Alright, Mel. I hate this thing. Yeah, the melee damage, it's just, nah. You can almost one or two shot every single ghoul, it's insane. The bow is useless too, don't bother using it. Mel also has a dash ability. Alright, Mirabelle, this class has been heavily changed a while back. So you have this plasma rifle that does medium damage, and 2 plasma rains, as if one wasn't enough. A shorter one and a longer one. As for where I'm putting Mirabelle, I'd say C. Alright. Faison. Faison has been nerfed to absolute shit. Like, literally, this guy is useless. He used to be so strong, and it's kind of sad. Faison can summon in shields that can easily be broken by ghouls. Or just dodge, that works too. She fires a plasma that deals little to no damage. Faison is just a sad class since it's been nerfed to all hell. As to where I'm putting Faison, F. Right, Revy, the most OP duels in the whole game. The damage output of these things is insane, and the M79 is kind of useless. Alright, Serious Sam. He has a cannon that nobody uses. That shotgun deals so much damage, and that's why I love Serious Sam. Yeah. Like, I think I can 2-shot Ghana with that thing. Cannonballs also deal heavy damage, too. Yeah, all around an extremely strong class. I think I'm gonna put this guy in SS, actually. He's insane. The only non-benefit to this guy is his slow speed, but who cares? Yeah, Shosana is a very bizarre class. She's been heavily changed and weakened. I'd say we shove her an F since all she can do is blind and run around and shit. She's just useless. Actually, no, I'm gonna be nice. Let's just put her in D. Her primary fire does, like, I think 2 damage a hit. Nah, very confusing class. Alright, Scarlet. Probably the weakest human in the game. The pistol is useless, like, don't use it. Your best bet is to just run around with a katana and try to just be ballsy and get as many hits as you can. Yeah, you just can't with this class. It's terrible. Like, the only thing that's useful is the katana, and you can barely get kills with that. Okay, Stiglitz. Stiglitz is a very interesting class. He has quite a powerful sniper rifle for that matter, and he can also summon in several power-ups to aid the humans. Other than that, I don't think he does anything else. The gas gun is kind of useless. Okay. Terminator. He's recently received a massive rework, which I'm not that big of a fan of. He fires high-speed rockets that deal decent damage, and the super rockets, which has remained unchanged ever since his rework. Is he strong, though? Not really. B. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Let's carry on. Alright, next up we have Valmet. You can shotgun jump. You can shoot yourself across the map. It's absolutely awesome. As for the shotgun damage, it's decent. Nobody really uses the pistol, though. I'd say A. Alright, Vivienne. Vivienne has also received a rework I'm not a fan of. All she does is just use her pistol that does little to no damage and spawn in a rainbow tornado that also does little to no damage. Vivienne is just sad. C. Alright, Zayden, the last human, the 45th class in the human roster. He's kind of just a weaker Stiglitz for that matter. His ult power when he's holding the pistol though is really strong. I like it. A. And yes, that is the human tier list. Let's just hecking rank what we've got. Let me try to zoom in to the absolute max here. Okay, so in F tier we have Aria, Carolyn, Lunera, and Faison. In D tier we have Santa, Knight, Aleza, Inari, Shoshana, and Scarlet. In C tier we have the Cyborg, the Engineer, Strife, Dutch, Mirabelle, and Vivienne. In B tier we have Doomslayer, Blaz, Corvus, Crash, Echo, Jesus, I just wanted to call this thing Raymie. Lo Wong, and the Terminator. In A tier we have the Ghostbuster, the Mage, Toradino, Robbie Rotten, Dark Priest, Lucia, Raymie, Valmet, and Zayden. And in S tier we have Caleb, Duke, Geraldine, codename DEF, Doom Guy, Ivy, Leonhardt, Lumion, and Stiglitz. And at last, in SS tier, the strongest of the strong, we have Hunter, Lara, Liberator, Mel, and Serious Sam. Alright, it's time to move on to the Ghouls. Alright everyone, it is now time to rank all of the Ghouls. Now, as you can see in the bottom right of my computer clock, you may notice that I recorded this video of the humans 4 days ago. Yeah, long story as to why is that, but I won't get into it right now, because it's time to rank all 36 Ghouls in the Multiverse roster. Ranging from Sajas to Whiteface. Let's do this. Alright, so we're using same templates as before. Let's go. Alright, so first up we have Sajas. He moves ludicrously fast. He does decent damage, but he does his most damage when, you know, you're point blank with him, which really sucks. But the only thing that isn't really good about him is that he has little to no health, like Serious Sam and Ivy can one-shot him, classes like that. Lara can one-shot him, Terminator can one-shot him, Doom Guy can one-shot him. I think Dutch can one-shot him, yeah, Dutch can one-shot him. Yeah, overall he really isn't all that strong. But the speed is like the only problem here, you really gotta practice on your movement. I'd say C for now. Until he gets buffed. Alright, Jitter Skull. This guy can really be a bitch sometimes. He teleports short distances to confuse the humans, and then when he's close, he just charges. Or you can charge whenever you want, that works too. His ult fire is to move normally. Yeah. Jitter Skull is overall extremely annoying. A. Okay, Creeper. This midget crawls on the floor like a damn disgusting pancake, and then when he's close enough, he can only attack when he's point blank, by the way, he can suck the soul of the player, instantly killing them, displaying a jump scare. But is he strong? He has 70 health. You really have to sneak around with this guy, since he also can throw stun balls to, you know, freeze the player right in their tracks. I'd say B. I'd say B for now. Oh, that sprite is tiny. Eh. Okay, Choke. This guy runs around at insane speeds, munching around as much as he can. He can also spit blood balls whenever he wants. Overall, he's pretty annoying, but when you're being actively pursued by Choke, then that's actually the problem, since you can't really run away. You gotta quickly do a 180, shoot him, and then look right back. That'll deter him for a bit. Try to get as many point-blank shots on him as possible, since this guy is really annoying. I'd say we put him in A tier as well. A tier is the annoying tier. Alright, Frostbite is just a weaker Jitter Skull. Some people consider him a tank, I really don't. His movement speed has been nerfed, but his bite damage has been buffed. Just stay away, it's not that hard. I'd put him in B. Man, these sprites are massive. They're gonna take a big part of this tier list. People really don't realize how gosh darn powerful Eyesore is. If he lands a spiderweb on you, you're done. He can stack his minions, and his bite deals way too much damage. Easily SS. Yuboa. Generally annoying unless, you know, it's a player that has no idea how to use the class. I've been practicing a lot with Yuboa, and I've recently turned extremely good with Yuboa. Yuboa can also use an alt fire to blind players, and can also turn invisible at will. Yeah, Yuboa is really annoying only when played by an experienced player like me or Doompunk. Like, I've really learned how to use this class over time. Right. Undeaf. I used to really not like this class. It's not that strong. It really isn't. It's just because I was really inexperienced at the time. The only thing that's marginally annoying about it is its movement pattern, like it goes invisible and shit, but if you just listen out for the whispers, you should be good. I'd say C. Alright. Juggalum, he's recently been buffed, which I like. He rapidly fires fireballs, whilst homing in the sky, and he can also, spit lava and shit. Lava is kinda useless. I wouldn't use it if I were you. Just, aim with this class. That's literally all you have to do. As for damage, it can really tank a bunch of, damage before it dies, but overall it's kinda weak. Ooh, it's really hard. B or A? Screw it, B. Yeah. I used to think that this class was extremely weak, but now that it's buffed, I guess it deserves at least a B. Soul Harvester, another really annoying class, only one played by experienced players. Yeah, I'd have to put him in S. You really have to calculate your damn shots with this guy. You don't necessarily have to be point blank to deal damage. Also, the alt fire is stupid strong when used right. Like, whenever this guy uses his primary fire, take this in. This is a really useful tip. You take 0 damage when he's primary firing. Like, really use this. Like, when Elucia is firing a nuke, or when you see, like, a really damn damaging projectile coming your way, use your primary fire, even when you're not near a human. It can really be a lifesaver at times. Alright. Oh, this is the class that I used to find scary and still find absolutely terrifying to this day. Yori. Is it strong? Kinda. The trick to Yori is that you have to be patient and wait for the heartbeats. Doompunk actually taught me this in one of his gameplay review videos. If you wait till the heart beats, you can actually spit more, stun balls than you already do. Like, I thought you spit 5 stun balls randomly, but no. Yeah, also, I learned this by myself, this tip. Wait for the heartbeat, then attack, since it deals much more damage. But is Yori strong? Yes, kinda. I guess I can put her in S. Also, the flame vortex is kinda useless, so don't use it. Oh boy, do I love me a Misty. I can admit, I am seriously good with Misty. Like, I sweat so hard when I play Misty. The only useful part about Misty is that Misty, shits mist absolutely everywhere when she takes damage and when she moves around. That's, like, the only useful tips I can give about Misty. And the Scream attack, it deals decent damage. It's like a more powerful Sajaz attack, but the thing is, your jump and speed when you, like, strafe is so high, you're impossible to hit, and it's absolutely awesome. Gosh, I just love Misty, and she's so strong. Okay, Clowny, this invisifucker. He's extremely annoying. Like, really annoying. The only tactic for this guy is that you can just invisi spam to kill. Like, you can go invisible and then charge towards a player, and then go invisible right after. You can just spam to kill whenever you're doing bad. Just go Clowny, win 5-0 on a human-sided map. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, really annoying. He starts with 150 health. I don't think he's worthy of being put in S tier, though. Oh, where do I put this guy? Okay, fine. I guess he can sort of be shoved in S tier. Alright. Okay, Mohawk. This guy is just a failure. D for dunce for him. He's extremely weak. Like, he dies in one shotgun shot from most, say humans. Again, Doomslayer, Serious Sam, Dutch, sometimes, even Carolyn. Yeah. The only gimmick about him is that he can morph into any human he wants, but he can also heal from doing that. Doesn't really matter. Alright, Metallic. I do not know what to say about Metallic. I guess he can be shoved into A tier. The Robo Monkey that everybody hates. His ult fire is the main thing that I want to talk about, since his primary fire everybody knows that it's damn annoying. He shits saws. I used to think this attack was powerful until Doompunk gave me a quick reality check as to how weak the saws really are. Other players use this to slow me down, and it works effectively, but I really stopped using saws after I watched Punk's video. I think it was the first part, yeah. I haven't watched the fourth one yet. Is it even out? Alright, Iotza. Iotza is very interesting. I'm guessing we can put him in A tier. He's tanky. He deals area of effect damage when he takes damage himself and when he dies. He can shoot a literal nuke, which can be useful if you can aim and strafe. Other than that, I don't think he does much else. He can spit spiders and skull bombs, but those are kind of useless. He can also, like, leap forward and steal the hearts of his enemies. A tier overall. Ravager, he's been nerfed, but that doesn't mean he's back to how weak he used to be. People really didn't realize how damn powerful Ravager was. Like, around 2 years ago when I started playing, when I first tried out Ravager, I was like, this guy's broken. This guy's absolutely broken. He also can spit stun balls, which, yeah. It's basically a free win if you have a Ravager on your team. Alright. Oh yes, the April Fool's Ghoul. That image is massive. Troll face from the April Fool's event. Like Robbie Rotten, we really should have more events in Multiverse, but nah. Alright, Troll face easily an SS. His insane speed, making him impossible to hit. His invisibility is also a nightmare. Just Troll face is overall a nightmare class. If you have a troll face on the enemy team, you're screwed. This guy is only playable on April Fools, like Robbie Rotten, since he's mostly a joke class, but nah, you know. Alright. Amorphous. This class has been reworked for the best. Amorphous is a very kamikaze-like class. Like, run, shit poison everywhere, die. That's literally the whole gimmick of the class. Just spit as much poison as possible, put as many fog clouds as you can, try to tank damage since you can do that. Yeah, just B tier. Due to the troll face image, the damn B has lost its little line over here. Let me just try to fix that. I'm gonna set the opacity to 1. If it'll work. Need more opacity? Yeah, there we go. More opacity. There we go, fix it. Fixed it. It looks quite shitty. I don't care. Alright. Next up, we have Bastet. Bastet is incredibly strong, and people really don't realize that. She has insane healing when dealing damage to a human, and she can also get some insane speed sometimes. Justicar, more annoying rather than strong. You just need to have good aim to take this one down. There we go, B tier. Oh yeah, Justicar and Sovereign look exactly the same, that's the problem. I have no idea how to use Sovereign. I have been getting better over time, but the gimmick is you can just spit white explosive balls and red stars and fleshlings, which all die upon spawn. Sovereign's just a weird class. I do like the hit scan attack. That one is really good. It does insane knockback too. It's really useful, especially when you have a Jitter or Evo on your team. Really, really useful overall. What do I do? These two look exactly the same. I guess we can put them both in B. Yeah, what do we do? I guess we can do, like, in red, just J and S. Yeah, I know that this looks like the shittiest thing ever, but it'll have to do. Flesh Judge, F. No explanation required. Alright, who's next? Gaster. Annoying, but not that strong. Like, if you have a knight on your team, it's GG for Gaster. I'd say D, at best. Just try to get your rockets out. Use your rockets and glitches effectively. They can be really useful sometimes. Yeah. Alright, Ghana. Ghana is a real bullet magnet of a class. Count on your scream and count on the damage you take. If you use your scream as much as you can take multiple kills. I guess he can go in with a metallic. Alright. Glue. Basically the SCP-173 of this game. Someone is at my door. I will be back in half a second. I have returned. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, Glue Launcher. Let's just carry on. Alright, so Glue Launcher is basically the SCP-173 of Multiverse. You really need to find every damn nook and cranny of the map and be sneaky like Creeper. The whole gimmick of this guy is that you have to glare at a player until they die, or use your damn alt fire, which spooks them by blinding them. Overall, a very sneaky and creepy class that just watches from the distance and kills players one by one slowly. But if your, hiding spot gets discovered, you might as well just call it GG, you're done. I'd say A, at best. Alright, Gravestalker, another bullet magnet of the class. This guy has way too much health. He shoots zombies, he bites, but he has way too much dang health. Seriously, his health needs to be lowered than like a patch or something. Overall, he doesn't really do that much, but damn the health, it's insane. I'd have to say B. Okay, both imposters time. First, the old one. He isn't really in Multiverse anymore. I bet he can, like, get added back in an event. If Multiverse gets more events, like the April Fool's event, which is the only one existing, that would be pretty cool. Is he strong, though? He poisons, and, he can unleash a massive screen nuke. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, he's just weird. He's a very weird ghoul. He's not that strong, either. He can be downed in, like, a few shots. The new imposter, just spam jitter and win every round. Easily, yes. Okay. Lamia, SS, just hug every single player to death. Just spam your primary fire and your alt fire, win rounds. Just sweat on them. Alright, Narek, he has been nerfed, sadly, but if this were pre-nerfed, he would be, like, shoved into quintuple S tier. He bites. With a small, like, little magnet effect, and he can also spit out shadow wolves that deal medium damage. Overall, he's a decent ghoul. I'd say B. Alright, Sawyer. Ooh, another one of the tanks. I'd say we shove him in A. If you play Serious Sam, you can kill this guy in like 3 shots. He's really not that big of a deal. He can spawn in traps, which can be useful when used effectively, but overall, yeah. When he uses his Berserk, just find a hiding spot and you're good. Like I always hide, and I never get found in some maps, because I know the maps very well. If you need tips on like maps and stuff, just DM me on Discord. My DMs will be open, and yeah. Alright, Blaze Spawn. Blaze Spawn can go die in a fiery hole. I have no idea how to use Blaze Spawn, and I have no idea how to counter Blaze Spawn. He's one of the shittiest ghouls, in my opinion. He spits out, yellow spheres of doom, and he can also spit out lightning. He also has a suicide attack that nobody uses, but eh. Alright, Terror Puppet, one of the weakest ghouls in MV. Is he strong, though? Not very strong, I'd say I have to put him in D. F tier is exclusive to Flesh Judge. He spits out strings, and some red strings, which if placed in like hiding spots and stuff can be really useful, especially when a sword goes berserk, because you can't hide. The entryway is blocked off by this guy. Yeah, quite interesting. Alright, the Tyrants. People really underestimate the true strength of this thing. Just summon in a spread, spit out as much lightning as possible, and you're good. Plus, these power-ups that he gives to the other ghouls are way too overpowered. He's basically just Stiglitz, but for ghouls. And now, finally, my own class. Whiteface! Yay! Alright, so, this guy just spits out, homing slow projectiles that just follow players around slowly and steadily and blind them for a very, very long time. And they also deal a shit ton of damage. He can also just right-click for IDDQD for exactly 3 seconds. Is he strong? Very. I'd say we put him in S tier. Alright, and that is all 36 ghouls in Multiverse. And that's overall, I think, 36 and 45. Let me just use a calculator because I'm lazy. No. 36, 45. All 81 classes in Ghouls versus Humans Multiverse. Man, that is a lot. Alright, let's just do a summary, just like with the humans, of all the damn classes in the damn tier list. Alright, so in F tier we have Flesh Judge. In D tier we have Mohawk, Gaster, and Terror Puppet. In C tier we have Sajaz, Undeath, and Imposter. In B tier we have Creeper, Frostbite, Juggalum, Amorphous, Justicar, Sovereign, Gravestalker, and Narek. In A tier we have Jitterskull, Choke, Metallic, Ayatsa, Ghana, Gloomwatcher, Sawyer. In S tier we have Uboa, Soul Harvester, Yorai, Clowny, Imposter, the new one, and Whiteface. And lastly, in SS tier, the strongest of the strong, we have Eyesore, Misty, Ravager, Trollface, Bastet, Lamia, Blaze Spawn, and Tyrant Lich. Alright, so yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this Multiverse tier list video of both Ghouls and the humans. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. It is completely free, and it helps me out a lot. I post 2 times a day, and I serve every Sunday. I also have a link tree in my about page, which contains links to every single one of my social media accounts, so make sure to go check that out if you want to find me somewhere. Find me anywhere. My channel also has a join button, and yeah, I'll be seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.